start checking out Star Wars and Boba Fett and just not knowing what the hell is going on. Is this a world? Is this the land? Is this that? This that? And now we finally are here, man. So it's crazy to see that it's coming to an end. Obviously, we have another show coming up. Couple other, I guess you could say one-off movies here and there to check out, but it's pretty good, man. How's it going, John?
It's going good. I'm excited to hear your take. It's true. We've been here on this whole journey, and it's unbelievable how fast time flies. Feels like it was the other day we were watching A New Hope.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, yo, man, what's going on? Like, is this leading to this old one? Is this the same people? That's not Leia. Like, she's not really there. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But hey, man,
It's exciting.
what's going on, Joe?
How's it going?
Uh, Nothing. I kind of feel like I should have said the joke as well that Danny and Money said, because when I put in the private chat I need 2 minutes. That's why I needed 2 minutes. So
Wow. So we're all at the same. We're all on the same page.
oh man,
I
the
didn't
rule
have
of
any
two,
quorum.
huh? What's going on, Danny?
What's up, man? Hump Day. That means Star Wars Day for all of us. So always happy to talk Star Wars with you guys. And the last film.
Yeah, man.
now.
I'm always happy too, man. Always happy to learn a little bit more and whatnot. As you guys said, it's definitely not the OT, but it's still a trilogy nonetheless, man. What's going on, Eddie?
Nothing much, man. Excited to talk more Star Wars with you. Yeah, it's not OT, but it's still Star Wars, you know. It is
Yeah.
what it is, but
Yeah, that's how I see it too.
yeah. Also, happy Hump Day. It's the best
Yeah,
day.
happy
ever.
Hump Day, man.
I feel we have to revisit. Like, Danny needs a shirt that says that. Like, Hump Day to me is Star Wars Day.
Hey!
Okay, Star Wars Day with my buddies.
I don't, sponsored by Geekdom or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh man.
Wow.
There we go. Cash 10.
Yeah, man. And dude, last week was such I don't even know the word. Last week was last week. Chasen couldn't even bear himself to be here after that. So shout out Chase if he does make it, man. But yeah, man, just get into the chat real quick before we get started. Dennis Perez, I appreciate you, man. Hi, Cash and Pano. Definitely still like the avatar there, man. Jedi Chisel in the building, man. What's going on, man? Vane 21. Luke, what's going on, Luke? Got Danny Lee as well. Tone, what's good, man?
We actually have
Wait,
a few more
where's
than last
Walton?
week.
Oh man.
Where's
Walt?
sounds like a game.
I know.
Where's Walt?
Where's Walt?
Being here.
Yeah, he'll be here soon, man. I'll just put that there until he arrives. Where's Walton? Oh man, dude, just jumping right into the meat and potatoes of it. I will just flat out spill it out, man. I didn't think that the third movie of the trilogy was nearly as bad as the second movie.
Me too.
Well,
I still
But,
think the second one was the
like,
worst.
really?
The second one was unbearable to me, but the
Yeah.
third one I could at least watch alone. Maybe because it was a little bit more action. It was also odd, knowing that Princess Leia wasn't really. Well, I know she's not the princess at this point, but she wasn't really there.
Yeah.
That was just kind of odd because the whole time I'm like, how are they doing it? How are they doing it? Is there a camera twitch? Is there a glitch or something that I can see, man? But it was cool, man.
We'll get into that in the fun facts, actually.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Jesus.
So did anybody think this was the worst of these three, or?
No.
I think,
Not me.
yeah.
You
Oh,
guys
okay.
aren't gonna like what I think the second one is the one that I hate the least out of all the three.
That's what. Yeah, the second
Wow.
one's my favorite of the three.
Yeah, I think the second one is the better of the three. I think in my order goes the second one, so Last Jedi, then Rise of Skywalker, then Force Awakens. But
Wow, Force Awakens is last? Just because of the
I
solo.
fucking hate. We know why I hate Force
Yeah,
Awakens.
I'm with Eddie on that.
I will always hate that one.
Yeah. I still think Force Awakens is the best one out
Yeah.
of the three, but that
Yeah,
part,
me too.
it's that part that really takes a blow out of the film.
I enjoyed Well, we talked about it last week. I guess I did enjoy that one more than I thought I would. Like it, just the jokes and stuff, and that one wasn't as bad to me.
Like sitting from beginning to end, enjoyable. I think 1, 3, and 2. That's how it
1,
is
3, 2.
in my
Okay.
order.
Interesting.
When I was watching this, all I thought of was Eddie, just because of the jokes. Way too much joking.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. So the last two I did rewatch before the show.
Mm-hmm.
This one I had a long day and I shouldn't have waited till today to try and watch it. And I watched it and I fell asleep like 20 minutes in. Man, I couldn't. I was knocked out. But they're like, from what I did watch, like it was still the same stuff that I was saying about the last ones. Like it looks like a beautiful film. Like they kill it nowadays with that crazy CGI and stuff, and that looks good. I still like Poe and Finn. Like I still think those could have been amazing characters, but they're decent characters. Like they're probably my favorite parts of the sequel trilogies. I like those two characters, but I missed all the jokes because I was out, so I'll have to try to rewatch it at some point.
Finn
They
had
weren't that funny.
Finn,
No?
Yeah, they were really bad. Finn was a character that had so much potential.
Yeah.
They did well in Force Awakens, but I think after that they dropped the ball, especially with this one as well.
This one had my favorite, like, one-off wasted character in Zori Bliss. I wanted to know
Yeah.
more about her.
Yeah.
Like, way more intrigued by her than I was, like, Snoke and them.
Really, more than Snoke.
Well, Snoke, I guess they just pissed away Snoke so bad, and there is nothing there to be had. But with her, I just think I'm more curious about her. If they did a spin-off or some sort of comic or something. Like,
I can see them doing a show with him and her and Poe. The
Yeah.
backstory,
I would
whatever
accept
their little love
that,
triangle
or
is.
a
whatever.
comic, or a book, or
Yeah.
anything. Like, why your helmet off? What did?
And more Babu Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. I liked it the part where like he's talking to what's his name? He's talking to Sidious, and then Sidious is like, "Well, I created everything."
Yeah.
That was kind of sinister when he's like everything. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
That was
And they
pretty
show
sweet.
his eyes all like
Yeah,
whited
yeah,
out.
Were you happy to
Kinda
see
dark.
Sidious again, though?
A little bit, yeah. Because it was a familiar face, you know what I mean? Versus
There's the nostalgia there, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right, my 2-month nostalgia. That's right.
And he feels more. Well, yeah.
That's
And he
true.
feels
I
more,
didn't think of
uh,
it like that.
He feels more intimidating than Snoke. Like, it actually seems like a bad guy. Snoke didn't ever seem like a bad guy.
They never developed him.
That's true.
Well, he was behind
Did-
Snoke.
Even before you knew that, though, the fact of how like big they had him in that first initial scene, I was just like, "Oh, who the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
this is next level, man."
So was Babu Frick supposed to be like this trilogy's Salacious Crumb?
No.
That
he-
slash Watto, maybe.
Yeah.
Watto Scrapyard?
Just like little interesting character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dude, he's like that uncle everybody. That one uncle every family has.
Man, that's funny. Dude, so why did Ren decide to like remold his helmet?
Oh, I thought that was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to be.
Fuck.
He's trying to be Vader again.
Yeah.
Like in the last one, see they messed everything up.
Well, he
Yeah.
crushed
You
his
can kinda
helmet.
they messed everything up because like in the first one he wanted to be Vader, in the second
Yeah.
one, Snoke told him like you'll never be Vader, you're nothing, and so he got mad and he smashed his shit. Now he's like back to the I'm gonna be Vader again. Like you're kind of starting from the beginning one again. Like it's back to that aspect of Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until this rewatch. There's a chimpanzee putting his helmet back together.
Dude,
Yeah.
I noticed the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? What?
Like I didn't notice
I
that.
was
at the
thinking
theaters
Caesar.
when
I was
first
like,
saw
it's Caesar. From Planet of the Apes.
it. Exactly. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
What's
What
the
did you
other dude's name? Koba?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Koba and
Koba.
Rocket.
Yeah.
What did you think of Hux being the insider,
I totally forgot
the
about that.
informant?
Oh,
Such a
Oh,
half-ass twist.
Now I realize why he was the joke, the butt of the joke on the second one. Because I totally forgot he was the spy.
But Poe didn't know that.
Nobody
Yeah.
knew.
Did you guys even watch this movie as like a continuation, or was it more of a watch as like just another Star Wars movie?
Another Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've only seen it twice. First time was in the theaters, which was 2 years
Wow.
after I guess the previous one, and then this is the second time rewatching it for this show.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, I've only seen this movie twice.
The cinematics, the visuals were beautiful though. Even when she's on the
Yeah.
raft
Exactly.
in the water, and when she's with.
Oh
Rey,
yeah, yeah.
It's just they took the storyline behind the shed and just blew it away because
Now
this
where
movie would have
this-
been great if it ended at the sand pit. When everybody just sunk
Oh,
into the
sunk?
sand pit.
Oh
And
yeah,
then we saw
yeah,
the credits. That's the end, guys. Sorry.
Hey, there's Walton.
You haven't
Oh,
seen.
Walton showed up.
You haven't
Alright.
seen Mandalorian yet, have you, Cash?
I have not seen Mando yet.
Ooh.
No.
Well, he saw two
So-
episodes in Boba.
Yeah.
This is the first time we see anyone using the Force to heal, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, she healed the serpent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool actually. Yeah, that was different.
I
that
like
was,
that part in the
It was
theater.
bullshit.
I remember thinking that was cool.
She said I use a
It
piece
is
of my life
bullshit,
force.
Joe. But
Like,
I like
where the fuck has that been
Yeah,
for like all these other movies?
seriously. You could have healed Finn. What the fuck?
Could have healed Finn. Could have healed Qui-Gon.
Wait, but if they do
Oh,
that, then there's no need for a
okay,
Bacta
yeah.
tank. There's no need for a Bacta tank if they do that.
Well, not
Yeah, what-
everybody can heal.
Well, yeah,
This-
not everyone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Only
That's right.
Jedi.
But
Get
not
the
every
teenagers to
Jedi
heal
can
them
do
and
it
the-
too.
Yeah. What did you think about her background coming from the last one? Like when I asked you and they said she was nothing, and then in this one you find out she comes from a powerful family.
Would you say a little too late? Like it's the third and final film of
Yeah.
this trilogy. It's like give me the backstory 3 movies in.
Exactly. Well, it's because I think we would have got this in the second one if it was who's the guy that did this one? If it was him in the second one, we would have got it in the second one, I think. And I don't know
The
if
third one was Abrams, right?
Yeah,
First and
yeah.
Third are Abrams.
so. I don't know if his plan all along was to make that like her a Palpatine. I don't know if that was his plan all along, or if like he just was so mad about the second one, he's like, no, I'm gonna do this with her. Like I'm gonna give her this twist. Like I don't know what the whole like background of it was, but and I guess we'll never know. But it is
Did-
too late.
They just-
Did they ever like really say why Leia kept forcing her to take Luke's saber?
Because she's. They don't ever say that, but I'm assuming it's because she's a Skywalker. I'm assuming it's because like they really want to force that like
Yeah,
she's a
that's what I
Skywalker,
was
she's Luke's heir or whatever.
More
Too many
bullshit.
family problems in the Star Wars.
Dude, I'm like, who did
It's like
who did-
one
who did
whole
Luke
family
do?
issue. Like Luke, I'm your father. This one's the granddaughter. This one's the aunt.
gotta-
Like,
I
geez,
gotta
too many family problems.
Be
dude.
honest, when I was watching in the movies the first time, I was surprised. I was like, "Whoa, she's a Palpatine!" Like I remember, like kind of
Yeah.
doing that. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!"
Yeah.
Kind of like when Vader said, "Luke, I'm your father." You're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
So I think they're going for that moment. I guess trying to recreate that moment, maybe.
This
That
entire
pop-
trilogy was them trying to recreate everything else
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
everything.
True,
before.
yeah.
Like,
This had potential, but I don't like how Ren turned.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't mind him.
I don't like it after he killed his dad. I'm like, what was the fucking point? then?
Exactly.
there wasn't.
Speaking
That's
of
true.
speaking of killing, you know, I don't even like to use the B word a lot, man. But if that bitch had to kill Chewie, I was about to turn the flick off. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, you guys are taking this shit just too far at this point. Like, just too fucking
Don't
far.
touch my man Chewie, okay?
Yeah,
Leave
but
him.
you kind of knew. You had to know he wasn't in there.
Dude, when she
I
did the
kinda-
Sidious thing with the Force, I'm like, oh, Who taught you the Force? Like,
At that point, there you should have known there was some sort of relation to Sidious or
Yeah.
the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that Chewie scene. Well, we knew that. Come on, if they would never Disney,
well,
Yeah.
they wouldn't do that. To
they let
Chewie.
you have suspense for like 5 minutes. The next scene, oh wait, Chewie's not dead. Like,
Well,
you can't even build it up. Like,
Then
Totally
again,
do that.
they did it with Han, so
Yeah,
I
they-
wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah.
100% do that.
No, I
Well,
didn't like it.
Han, you saw it, but like you don't know that he was in that transport, and you know they always send multiple transports.
They better not do
What
it
did
dirty
you-
like that.
What did you think of the Knights of Ren?
a little confused actually. Like, even still, like with Ren, like, is this supposed to be like, I guess, new stormtroopers, or like, even though
Yeah.
they're
Be like elite,
Death
his elite.
Troopers.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So in the time period that this is in, this has nothing to do with the Republic. This is all past.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, Luke. Cash is getting angry. Now he's turning into a true Star Wars.
Ah.
Like, lightning's gonna come out of Cash's hand soon.
That's how it is.
I think I saw a fan made ending once, and the ending was all the ghosts, the Force ghosts of everybody. You know, the OT guys and everything. That could have at least made a little difference to the film. Do something. This was just Ren freaking becomes good after all that. We get invested in this guy. He throws tantrums every other minute. Okay, and then he just turns good. No, and I kind of get where they're going. It's like he's not here nor there. He's trying to be the dark side, but then he's falling for Rey. I thought it was a train wreck.
So, why did Finn never get Rey? Like, he was gonna tell her in the sand pit, but then he didn't. Like,
Because he got Rose instead.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Finn likes Rey, does he?
He in the first
Yes.
one.
oh, come on.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the first one. But what he was trying to tell, I don't think he was trying to tell her that. Later on, I don't think he was telling her. He didn't want to tell her he loved her. He was trying to tell her he felt he has the Force.
What are you talking about? He doesn't have the Force.
I think he is.
He was. I think it was always their intention to make
Yeah.
him Force sensitive.
He's Force sensitive.
Yeah, they bait
I
and
thought-
switched us.
Yeah.
It's incredibly hard to find out who she's in love with. There's like so many different parts. I'm like, wait, maybe she likes Poe. Nah, she likes Kylo. Nah, she likes Finn. Like, just she
I
doesn't
think
know
if
who she
anything, it
likes.
was Kylo. Like there was like a bent
Oh.
frustration.
What?
Bent over frustration. You said.
Bent
No,
over.
bent
For,
up.
bent
Like
up.
they-
What, Danny?
like- no, I said bent. Never mind.
Danny was not watching the right film.
It was.
Send me the
Maybe
link.
when I was watching the film.
The other Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
Wow.
hey.
That's next week. Tune in for next week.
What did you? So the biggest thing that annoyed me in the theater. What did you think of then? When she's like, "So who are you?" Rey Skywalker.
Get your motherfucking name out.
Oh, man.
That's good. That's really good.
Ron is,
Have Luke
is
walk
right.
up there and slap her.
There was a little too much like Poe and Finn romancing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I
For
didn't
sure.
Like that either.
I don't know, man. I felt like the ending was kind of like, it was good and bad. It was good because it's like
Yeah.
finally it's over, but it was bad because it's like, I don't know. Like, felt like everything that happened in 3 could have been combined with 1 to make a much better film. 2 shouldn't have happened, and then just
Yeah.
either just
Two
leave it
should
at
not have
1 or.
happened. That's a good.
If they could erase
point.
all 3, that would be a win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Wait, remind me. How is she a Skywalker again? She's not bloodline Skywalker. She's
She's not.
She's
She just
Palpatine.
decides.
She just says, "I'm gonna be
Yes.
an adopted Skywalker." Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So how
nobody
did
even
she
agreed
ever-
to adopt her. She just took it.
How'd she get the Force then?
From Palpatine.
From-
Well, she
from
got it from
Palpatine.
Palpatine, but she's not taking the Palpatine name.
She's not taking the dark side. She's using the Force for good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just they literally shit on the original concept.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be, yeah. She's not like Bloodline Skywalker.
Guys, I gotta give myself points for that one. That was good. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about it now. That was
Peak fiction. That's good, Redhead. Appreciate you being here, man. Redhead, you picked the perfect one to show up for. Nah, it was overall. Is there any one character that stood out to you guys that you guys did actually like from this trilogy that wasn't in any of the other trilogies?
I think it's
Zori
Poe,
Bliss.
Poe for me.
Poe.
BB-8.
Poe.
Wow, the droid.
No, I do like the droids. Poe and the what's the cone guy?
Oh,
The cone
forgot.
guy.
Yeah.
Something Seth.
He was actually. I mean, they're both kind of cool. I mean, they had that C-3PO R2-D2 vibe, like the new generation.
Yeah.
Zori Bliss is the only one I'd take out of this whole trilogy, I think.
Wow.
Take out like you don't like
No,
you don't want the
she's-
character.
Nope, I'll gut the rest of the movies and just take her.
Oh, take her. Okay,
I'll
gotcha.
keep her. The rest, just because I think there's stuff to be explored. But I don't care about Rey or Kylo. Nope.
Okay, okay.
How do you feel about knowing the premium formats from the picture, like behind us?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was definitely cool because like when you get to like see certain scenes, you're like, okay, I see how that was maybe inspired from this scene right here and stuff like that. So that definitely is cool. And I can see how when people do actually watch a flick, it kind of gets them thinking, okay, it's only $400, only $600. Okay, I see the ES, and it kind of get you kind of thinking. I definitely see that. I think the PF looks good for both Kylo as well as Ren. I think
I
whoever
still
does
like
pick
Rey.
those,
Right.
I mean, or Ray.
You said
Right.
Kylo Ren. That's right.
That's okay.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, like yeah, I like the bass a lot on those. That's really what I like the most on that is the bass, especially with Ray.
Oh, dude,
I shout.
the scene that I did love in the trailer and then I still liked in the movie was when Rey like does that backwards flip
Backwards
and
flip,
cuts
yeah.
the wing off the. That shit was dope. That was
Dude, how
pretty
come how come he doesn't die ever? Like it blew up, but yet he didn't even phase him.
cool.
That's crazy. I was like, this motherfucker just walks away like with his helmet off, man. Like, and he's like fucking Boba Fett, like the helmet on, helmet off. Like I don't like. Seriously, dude.
Yeah,
That symbolizes his personality,
Mhm.
like his two-type personality, where he's
can see that.
Kylo and he's Ben at the same time. I think.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Walton says, "Have we talked about space horses yet?"
see, that was weird.
I don't remember the Space Horses.
They were the one. They used the horses to knock out the satellite on the main ship.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How about Leia?
Well, they have space whales in Rebels. Sorry.
No, it's okay. How about Leia in mid-space?
Wait, we're going back to the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in the second
Was
one.
that the second one?
Yeah,
Yeah, where she
Oh, I
does
wanted
the
to bring up
fucking-
that point. I never brought that up.
I bitched about that last week.
That was
Yeah.
complete and utter stupidity, that scene. Sorry.
They blow her up and she's just floating, and
She
then
should've just
like,
died there.
Sucks herself back to the
Fucking
ship.
ridiculous. Sorry about that.
I think you did say that last week.
I
Should've
brought
just
it up.
died.
It's all right, John. You can go back and beat that dead horse too.
Space Horse. That's
This was.
Hey,
this
don't
was-
call Leia a horse just because she was overweight.
wow.
Wow.
Oh wow,
How dare you?
that's
What about a whore?
It's more like a pig.
Whoa!
The snorting. Oh, no, sorry.
What?
Oh,
How dare you guys? That's our princess.
it was cool.
No, it was
Did
our
you like
princess.
the-
And they fucking. Sorry for swearing. They passion. It's a lot of passion. That was our princess. I don't know. I don't know what this was.
Did you like the
general.
training?
That's what.
Did you like the training scenes with Luke and Leia?
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah, I thought
That was
that
cool to
was.
see that.
Yeah.
And
Evil-
the whole beginning training with Ray.
Yeah, I was
too.
about to say
was
that. Like, it
cool.
was like, what the fuck? I can't. I'm not focused enough.
I
Like,
can't focus. Well, can smack at us and get.
I do like also
wake
the
up.
point like you know how they're all gathering, the rebels are gathering, they're like, hey, we gotta make this final assault. It does bring me back to the original trilogy. Like they have to band together, you know, they have to go against that unforeseeable odds. You know what I mean? The big numbers, the small group, and seeing that Lando and Chewbacca gathered like this whole armada of, you know, just ragtag ships. That was kind of cool, I gotta admit, just to see that.
Dude, seeing Lando come back after all those years was like,
That was
wow.
cool.
Yeah. Does he look like he could still do another flick? How they're that show how they're talking about, or do you feel
I
like
heard
no,
he's
just
pretty
get
bad.
Childish Gambino?
Yeah, he's rough.
He's bad. Like what do you mean, like health?
I think it's going to be
Yeah,
him
health
like
was.
in a
Or he's getting
bar
old.
talking and getting flashbacks to Childish.
like a
Gambino.
cameo.
No, I heard he's gonna be doing like, yeah, it's gonna be more of a talk over like
Like a narration.
he's gonna be it's gonna be in the narration of he's in present time and he's telling
Yeah.
his old stories and it's gonna be the
Oh, so they're just gonna have him do voiceover basically.
yeah.
What's going to be
Okay.
He'll be like,
voiceover?
he'll set up
I-
the story of like saying, I remember when
Yeah, and I
used
think
to do
they'll
these
show
smuggle
him.
runs,"
I think they'll
Yeah.
show him like at the beginning, like at the bar, like talking to someone,
or at a poker game,
Oh, like
Or,
sitting
yeah.
down or something. Yeah. Okay.
Sabak game or
and
whatever.
be like, "I remember back in the day," and then it'll flash back to back in the day.
Is that just because he's older now, like the actor, or
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he can do. He looked pretty out of it on this one. Like he was barely moving around.
I mean, he is 85, Danny. So-
Yeah, he's
Holy
getting
man.
up there. None of those guys. I think he's one of the last guys, to be honest, that's still alive.
We still got Luke.
One of the main actors.
Yeah, Luke's. I'm like,
But Luke is considerably younger, but he's still old.
oh yeah, yeah.
And you still have Han.
Ooh, and we still have Vader's voice.
John, stop it.
That's true.
He's got to be the oldest, right? Vader's voice.
Yeah,
How old is I forget his name. James Earl Jones.
I don't know, dude. He played fucking Mufasa.
He's still around?
Yeah, he
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
I kind of thought he passed away. To be
The
honest.
guy, no,
How
the
dare
guy that
you.
that played Vader passed away.
Yeah.
Oh
David
shit.
Prowse.
Yeah, like in the suit.
Yep.
He was born in. He's 91. Holy man.
Yeah,
Oh,
91.
Jeez.
Yeah, because
dude,
he was old.
he was
Wow.
King Joffrey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently, he's still coming. He's
Come
coming
to
back. I
America.
think to do the voice of in Obi-Wan. No, is that? I think I read that
Yes.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, John. what's
It's
your fun
sad
facts?
because we're losing all this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least we got to live to see it, right?
Wow.
I think. Okay, well, we want to do some fun facts here.
All right.
Sure, man. Sure.
Unused footage of Carrie Fisher shot for Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens, was incorporated by digitally removing the background and superimposing it elsewhere. Visual effects were used to change her wardrobe and add gray to her hair. Right, so that's how they did it. They used scenes from Force Awakens. As per Star Wars tradition, someone or something has a bad feeling about this. You will always hear it. This time,
Yeah.
it is Lando Calrissian who said it. During the massive crowd celebration seen in Pasana, C-3PO says that this event happens once every 42 years. This is the time between the release of Star Wars and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Wow. So from the first Star Wars to the last one that we just watched, it's 42 years. That's supposed to be the gap of that event. It's pretty cool.
It's almost like real life, kind of.
What the hell, John?
30 tons of black beans were shipped to Jordan to use as the sinking sand.
Oh,
Damn.
What a waste
Okay.
of food.
a waste of food.
Adam Driver does all of his own stunts. What stunts were there?
I was gonna say.
That's how he survives.
Yeah.
because he's a Marine.
Let's see what else is here. The Babu Freak puppet was only 9 inches tall, but was packed full of movements and features that took 7 puppeteers to bring it to life. Wow. Security was so tight during filming, Mark Hamill said it was like being in the CIA. Including the holographic cameo appearance in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Palpatine will be the most prominent Star Wars villain, having appeared a total of 7 times.
Well, I just couldn't get away from it.
Wow, Sally Guinness, who's Alex Guinness's granddaughter, plays a background First Order officer. That's cool. The serpent was the longest creature made for the film, 25 meters long. And it was moved by a puppeteer rolling around in its body.
Wow.
The stormtrooper who gets shot in the eye with the arrow on Pasana is music producer Nigel Godrich, best known for producing albums for Radiohead. The initial working title of this movie? Star Wars Black Diamond.
Any reason?
No. On the Death Star set, water cannons pumped 5,000 gallons for each take. Over 3 days of shooting, this amounted to over 500,000 gallons of water pumped.
So they're wasting beans and the water, huh?
Jeez, I hate that.
Jeez.
Even if the movie ended up being good, what a waste.
Too bad it wasn't.
J.J. Abrams requested an animatronic Maz that could speak, interact, and improvise live on set with other actors.
Oh yeah, Cash. Did you like Chewie actually getting his medal? Finally.
Hey, I'm just glad he's alive, man.
I forgot about Maz. I would also take her out of this trilogy and bring her with me as well.
The first Star Wars movie to feature any equine, is it equine? Species. Equian? Species. As
Who's
horses
that?
were used for filming.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
We saw large statues in this movie. They're tributes to ancient Sith Lords.
Okay, okay. I have a question now. Who were all those freaking people in the Sith in Exodus, or what was it? What was that planet? Exegol or Exegol?
Yes.
Yeah, who were all those people in the freaking stands? That was a lot of people. They can't all be Sith.
Hmm.
I don't know. Let's look it up. That could be a fun fact.
Sith sympathizers or whatever.
That he wouldn't let off the planet.
Synthesizers?
This is the
Sympathizers.
second movie
Sympathizers?
after Revenge of the Sith that ends on Tatooine.
It's good, man.
What's going on, Razor? Budget.
What, Walton?
This movie had a budget of $275 million. That's nuts.
Oh, eyes. That's
What?
Babu Freak.
Wow, Walton.
Oh no.
No,
Let's
he's talking
talk
about Maz.
Yeah, Maz,
Oh.
maybe.
Yeah, I'll take Maz.
I'll take Babu
I like
Freak.
Mom. She seems like a weird character to like. She reminds me of Edna Mode from Incredibles.
In the transition from Kylo Ren to Ben Solo, the transition to the light side is shown to be complete when the facial scar left from his lightsaber battle on Starkiller Base fully disappears.
Oh wow.
All right. I'll give John a break for a second. The Sith Eternal.
You know when the... No, I'm kidding. Go.
That's who... The Sith Eternal who's in the stands, Danny. Secret
Wait,
cult.
who are they called?
The Sith Eternal.
So they're just like acolytes, I guess.
Yep. The Sith Eternal was a secretive sect of Sith culturalists who worshipped the dark side of the Force.
Bunch of roadies and fanboys.
Basically.
Wow.
So apparently it was in the comics. So the return of Emperor Palpatine, which is apparently, it says here more specifically, it's a clone of him, had already happened in the comic series Dark Empire, part
Yeah.
of the now decanonized Star Wars Expanded Universe, by writer Timothy Zahn, one of the most prominent authors of the Expanded Universe novels. He had strongly opposed the decision to bring Palpatine back, stating it destroys Darth Vader's sacrifice in killing the Emperor at the end of Return of the Jedi. It unravels the whole original trilogy.
Uh,
Right? Because he killed him and what? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
killed him. Yeah. But he said something like I can't die. There's ways or something.
Well, they alluded to it in the prequels. Like he could. Didn't he say something about like he can even prolong life? So you figure if anybody can do it, it's Palpatine.
Yeah, but they should have just ended it there.
Yep.
This is the second time C-3PO's memory was wiped.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
Actually,
right.
these fun facts are good because these go into a little bit more depth spoilers, so these are a little bit cooler. This movie explains why Leia was able to use the Force to travel through space in The Last Jedi. Luke trained her as a Jedi, but she chose not to finish the training when she saw a vision of what would happen to Ben Solo.
All right. Cool. Well,
I think that's.
So she's like Ahsoka, where she just didn't finish. She renounced her Jedi.
quitter.
Here, let's say this one. It's about that
sorry.
line that Finn
You
said.
don't know that.
There's a throwaway line as Finn and Rey sink in the quicksand, where Finn says to Rey, "There's something I never told you. The rest cut off by the sand and left unsaid." Then, near the end of the movie, Finn is shown sensing Rey's death. It seems an unused subplot relates to Finn being revealed to be Force sensitive, much like Leia was in the original movies. So yeah, you're right. He was trying to tell her he was Force sensitive, not "I love you." It would have been cool if he said "I love you" and she turned around and said "I know."
Oh, so they're confirming that that's
Yeah.
what he was gonna say. Oh, come. Who would have guessed that?
I did.
Yeah.
Shut up, Danny.
Oh, that I didn't know this. That lightsaber she uses, the yellow one, that's made from the metal fighting staff that she uses throughout the trilogy. I didn't know that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the way that lightsaber opens.
I like that she had a yellow lightsaber. It's like the
Yeah.
ones from the temples or whatever. Like the guards, they have yellow, like because
She
they're
shoulda-
neutral or something.
She should have got that saber in too, though.
Yeah.
Cash, what do you think about the dark side, Ray? You know, on the Vision.
You said on the Vision.
Well, not the Vision, but I guess when she went into that room, that corridor, when they were in the wreckage of the destroyer.
I don't know. See, like that's when I was kind of confused because I was thinking like I don't maybe I'm getting the scenes mixed up, but I was thinking Palpatine was like controlling her body because like going back to the Chewbacca scene where like I thought he had died, and then when you go there, so I was thinking like she wasn't really kind of in control, kind of how like Kylo was like I don't know bipolar for like a better word. So I don't know. I was kind of confused there personally.
Oh yeah, back to the Finn thing. There were hints of him being force sensitive because he noticed things about Ray when Ray was in trouble, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta help her. We gotta do." That's where I kind of got the point.
What if-
he was?
In the second one, Rey had gone bad, and then Finn had to kill her in the third one, like Wolverine killed Dark Phoenix.
That would have
Spoilers.
been cool.
That would have been-
interesting.
I didn't know Wolverine killed Dark Phoenix. Well,
Disney hired Joe, man.
Anything would have been better.
so how do you feel? Would you be happy if they wiped these three off the?
Well, they can't. Just
100%.
move on.
You can,
You just have to move on.
Danny. You can do whatever you want, buddy. They can wipe it off, completely gone.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to squeeze a new trilogy in between the original
Yeah.
and this.
I think it's gonna be the Thrawn.
If that was the case, then
Is that
boy, will I
confirmed?
be- No, there's rumors.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's originally how it's supposed to go.
Boy, will I be pissed if they fuck that up.
Well, let's see what they do with
Who would-
Obi-Wan.
Who would all be in that though?
You just
Thrawn.
it would mainly, if they go by the books, it'll be Thrawn, Han, Luke, Leia, which would all have to be CG'd.
Yeah.
Um,
Or they recast.
No.
Like, would you guys
What?
mind if they recast?
Yes.
What did I just hear? Did I just hear
We don't
recast?
do reissues.
Not reissue.
What?
I wouldn't mind if they recast.
Can't do recast.
If they did
Dude, if-
younger versions or like
No.
them again, I wouldn't mind it. Because
I think
I'd rather them recast than use that shitty face swap stuff. that
Yeah,
they-
it's-
I'd rather them not do it at
Me
all
too.
then.
well
Yeah.
if they did recast Solo, you could use the same kid from Solo movie. I think people would be okay with that.
You can't do that though if it's supposed to take place after the original trilogy.
Exactly. 4 years older already, right?
Yeah.
But he'd be older in real life now. It's been like 5 years since that movie.
He's not that old.
Not that old.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
if you're
okay,
gonna do
you guys
that, do the
opposed- what about
whole
animation?
Star Wars story over again.
Don't tempt them. They've talked about it.
Really?
There was rumors that a while ago that they would redo the originals. Now maybe we got lucky and Lucas put that in the contract that they
They
can't.
will in our lifetime because, come on.
Maybe Lucas put it in that they can't do it.
Well, at some point I think it will because it's too much money. Star Wars it's too much money to stop.
Well,
I don't see why they would need to redo those.
even if you look at Jurassic Park, a movie like Jurassic Park that came out in what 90 something like that and has never been remade. It's just been added on.
Continued.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
Wait till they reboot Fast and the Furious.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They announced the
Maybe
name
I'll-
today for the next one.
They actually rebooting it completely from the beginning.
Oh, God.
No, I was kidding. I said wait till they do.
Oh,
No,
I
they're
never got
still
into Fast and the Furious. So
they're still adding numbers.
I was disappointed when they didn't. Nah, never mind.
We're jumping into Fast and Furious now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Did we talked about this?
No,
on
never
there, I
mind.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensitive subject for me.
No, don't
Hang in
recast
there, Daily.
Leia and Luke and all that. You can't.
But
Yeah.
would you guys be opposed to, like, let's say not 2D animation, but what if they do like a CG animated, like really close?
A serious swing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Like an Avatar
Like
style.
they try and get the people to look exactly like
wouldn't mind.
Avatar
as
Final
close,
Fantasy.
but stylized, still stylized, so they
Yeah.
don't, people don't go, oh, that's not fucking Harrison Ford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, like Clone Wars is what you're saying.
Stepped up.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
Like more like I see like a Final Fantasy,
Exactly. Yeah, Final Fantasy.
like how it's really hyper realistic, kind of.
Or Alita sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd
Okay.
be cool.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating thing is this trilogy was so bad, but the books that they wrote them, like they had the script there. Like they already had a 7, 8, and 9 that was like
Yeah, but I
all the
think
work
they-
was done.
You know what these movies do, Joel? Is they bring in the kids, Joe. They bring in
That's
the
the
new.
thing.
I
they
would have
bring in
brought
the
my
new-
kid in.
I know you would have,
On-
but this isn't just about you and me and Eddie and Danny and Cash.
Yeah.
This brings in the little jokes that it brings in the Ray, brings in a whole new crowd. Ray is now the female
Kind of
lead.
like reissues.
Do you know how many times my daughter's
Get
seen
this
the,
fucking
the,
guy.
the
Get this
new
guy out
ones?
of here.
None. Do you know how many times she's seen the originals? A lot.
Listen, that's fine, but they're trying to get. Look at Disney World.
The new
They didn't
people.
do the Disney
Not
World based
fair.
on the originals. They did Disney World based on these
And
craps.
that's
Yeah.
why we don't
I'm gonna
visit.
record this and play this back to you later.
What are you
when you're
playing
like-
back?
What you're saying right now. I'm gonna play it back to you later when you're like, I
It
hate
doesn't matter,
reissues.
Eddie. Talk when you're like zip it. Zip it.
Wow.
Listen,
Hey,
this
open
was
forum.
made to bring in the new crowd. It's still a different rendition. It's not the same thing, right? It's not like they did. I don't even know why I'm entertaining this. This was done so that look, you have a female lead now. That's a whole other a whole lot other audience you're bringing in. It's more to bring in the kids.
Exactly.
That's
Well,
what
this is
it
how
is.
Disney sees it. Disney sees it as they need to start over to get new people.
Of course.
They figure
Yeah.
the old people are still going to watch it no matter if they bitch or whine.
And that's why they sprinkle nostalgia in there.
So they want to capture the newer and
Yeah.
going on forward.
I don't think
'Cause
they'll
they
ever
already
go
know
away.
they got our
to
money. 'Cause
nostalgia.
our
Just
money
don't do it
is in
shitty.
them.
Yeah, what he said. What that
I was
guy
o-
above
yeah,
him
I was
said.
okay if they if they had brought in a Ray and a Finn and all
Oh,
them.
oops.
Cool.
Hello,
Disney calling you, huh?
Yeah. If they
Sorry.
had,
Kathleen Kennedy. I'm sorry.
but don't do it shitty. Like write all three and then have them same director, all three.
What's going on, Steve? But it wasn't shitty for the kids.
What's up,
It
Steve?
was shitty for us, but not for the kids.
It
Not
was
for the-
when I'm gonna
not
start
for the
explaining to all the
audience.
kids why it was shitty.
It's not for the audience. The audience they were targeting, it wasn't shitty for them. These kids went nuts over it. These kids went nuts over it. But I think these three movies were like the worst selling toys. The merchandise just didn't sell whatsoever.
So what kids liked it then?
I don't know.
I think it's just brand new kids.
Kids that ain't buying no toys.
Well, there's not toys to be found.
I don't think kids play toys as much as
They used to.
they used to.
Like the 3 3/4, the adults buy them all up, and the Black
Yeah.
Series are too expensive for
But the
kids to
kids-
buy.
I blame the parents.
The kids would have liked a good story too. Like the kids don't know. They just want the cool. Like we all said, the movies were beautiful. That's what the kids want. They want the beautiful and they want the lightsabers, and they don't know. you know.
Daddy, look at the lightsaber.
Teach your kid standards.
Oh wow.
Yeah, don't
Yes,
teach your
there
kids
you
to
go.
stab your father. That was ridiculous. Daddy, come here a second.
If you took your kid to this and you left, you should tell them that was a shitty movie and why.
Yes,
Oh, you guys, this is just too much for me.
it's true.
Kids don't want a Rose Tycho toy. Oh man. I don't know. I mean, I liked Ray overall. I thought it was cool. I think it's hard to try to recreate what you've already done, and it kind of makes me like wonder, like if Disney, if this was never sold, like if there was never a deal like sold, would the movies have been done differently?
Like if George Lucas did them?
Yeah. And I don't mean scripts. I mean, like, if I have the final say-so over every single actor, line, cosmetics, whatever's being used,
Hey, what
it
if
just
Jar
kind of
Jar
makes you
back?
wonder.
I don't think it was the actor's fault. That's where, like, I don't want to put it at Ray's.
Oh,
good
no,
or
yeah.
Fleet. It was just poor planning on Disney.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joel. Being an advocate of the acting in these films, no, the acting was there. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like the prequels. The acting was there. This was clearly a script issue. You can see that's
'Cause
evident.
It's not on the characters. You could keep all the characters. I would just different story,
Yeah.
more cohesive story.
So what could have been done to make them better? Do you feel like it was too much modern CGC?
No, they just they needed to
I don't know.
write them all together, have one director, but they had so much wasted potential, like Snoke. Everybody spent like that summer talking about Snoke,
Graphics
and
and
then
graphics.
and then
Too
Snoke
much
just
comics.
gets cut in half for nothing.
Yeah, neither.
I'm
don't
so
know
sorry. I
what's
literally
on-
looked at Danny and said CGC. I'm so sorry, guys. Keep going.
We know what Cash has been
Nobody
buying
even
lately.
noticed. It's the Joel. Even Finn.
Club Joe. The
There
club.
was the club. Yeah. Even Finn. There was missed opportunity with Finn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he was upset. He came out and said he was really upset
Yeah.
with how what
Well,
they ended up doing with his character.
I think they all
Yeah.
were.
Oh, wow.
Majority of them.
yeah. No one left that film happy.
Okay, so if they make another trilogy, do they do it like Joe said, to where they go back in time to that period Joe mentioned, or are Finn forever gone? Like even in TV shows, whatever.
I want them to do something new.
Yeah, the new
I
Yeah.
don't want anything
New.
to do with what we've seen.
Rian
Okay.
Johnson got the green light for another trilogy that's supposed to be nothing Skywalker related.
Then what would it be?
There's a lot
There's
Well,
you have an
Skywalker's
infinite
only-
stuff
universe.
before Skywalker.
Yeah, Skywalker only existed from prequels.
That's why I was disappointed when Luke showed up in The Mandalorian, because I was really excited to have a non-Skywalker story.
Skywalker.
And
Yeah,
then
but
all
that's
of
the
a sudden-
coolest Luke we've seen.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm okay
I
with
gotta
it.
say that too. Like we got redemption from, even though it's still before that, before the sequels, we kind of got a redemption from what we saw in the sequels, with what we saw in Mando.
Sure, but I appreciated Mando for not having anything to do with
Yeah.
Jedi, really.
I get that too.
And like in that defense, it looks like we're not gonna see him. in the
I don't
next
mind them
season,
going
so.
like even.
But you already tapped
Way
into it.
before.
We already know it's related now. Like they did it.
Do you think they could ever do anything like going all the way back to like Darth Bane and stuff like that, as far as
Yeah,
like live
that's
action?
what I want to see.
Yeah.
That
There's
has
so
nothing to do with
much,
Skywalker.
so much they could do, and the framework's already there. Between
You,
like
you what do you
only
mean
one
like
that-
writing?
yeah, between the comics and the books and the anything else in the universe, like they've already done the concepts. They just have to
Who-
like flesh
Who
it out.
did
Only
that?
ones-
Was that
The only
Lucas?
ones we might see is
Um,
Chewbacca and Yoda.
Lucas approved all of that. He had like a stranglehold on everything. Like if you wanted to write a book, he had to approve it.
Yeah.
How would they do Chewie though? Because they say he's 250 years old. So like
Oh,
how
he's more
much?
than 200.
Well, did they set that when they were playing that like chess type game? They're like, I know you're 250. That's what Finn said anyway.
I think he's older than 250, but he's not older than Yoda. Yoda's like 900.
No, he's not too much because I think in the Solo movie he's only like 100 and something.
Oh, really? I thought he was maybe in the 400s or
Because
500s.
no, because in the Solo movie he takes over the co-pilot seat, and Solo jokes about it. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were 150 years old or 140 years
okay,
old."
then.
Okay.
Maybe he is only 250 then.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
no, I
we'll
was
only
just
have Yoda.
pretty much because even C3 wouldn't be there because hadn't been made yet.
Yeah.
But that's I don't need anybody this in whatever else they want to do. Like just having lightsabers and talk of Star Wars, the universe would be good enough for me.
I agree with you, Joe.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think that they write good enough stories or are confident enough in what they can do. They use those characters as a crutch.
But they
A
don't.
crutch or to draw you
crutch.
butts in the seats.
That's what I'm saying. They
Mandalorian
use
was
them-
fantastic before Luke showed up, so they don't need it. They're capable.
But Joe, was that a one-off character? Because
And I
everybody
don't
likes
think-
Mando.
I think that was more Favreau and Filoni
Yeah.
wanting to make that character, like give him justice for something cool. I think that's why they did that with him. And I'm fine with them being in there as long as they're like not part of the story. They're kind of like Luke is like a side thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a side thing. Like it's not part of the main story.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
what I almost felt like they should have kept Boba. Like, they should have kept Boba as a side thing and never given him the Book of Boba.
Well, I was kind of excited because I wanted to like Boba as much as everybody else, and I thought I was gonna. It didn't happen. But
But imagine
Again, I
this.
think they
picture
wanted to
this,
give the
if they never
character
did the Book of Boba, and he just showed up to help Mandalorian.
oh yeah,
you would
you'd
love,
still have
you would,
that high
everyone
praise.
would still love Boba. Yeah.
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 You're right.
They made a mistake titling that show what they did.
Yeah.
Are you fine with them using the same actor for Boba?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. That's
Okay.
great that they did that.
If he didn't take his helmet off all the damn time, you wouldn't have to know.
If they do clone stuff, dude, that guy's gonna be working forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I like all you guys' ideas. I do want to see more. And it's funny, I still have obviously all the shows and stuff to go through. But it's funny because like the next person who was in my shoes a couple months back, kind of feel like you guys, like, man, dude, you're so lucky because like you literally have all these flicks to just get through and like no wait time, and you can ask all the questions you want now, and all that type of stuff. So I definitely don't recommend people, like, if I could go back in the past, I would definitely not recommend waiting. But for anybody new who hasn't seen them, hey, you're in for a treat. And some are great, some are lesser, and there's going to be characters you like and characters you don't like. But overall, the journey is pretty good.
I think it's gonna come down to now what they do with Obi-Wan.
You think that's going to be the savior of Star Wars, is what you're saying?
Not the savior, but after what they put out for the Book
He's
of
not
Boba.
the chosen one, John.
After what they put out with the Book of Boba, yeah, but we're seeing Vader again. He's coming back.
There's a
Like,
lot of people tuning in.
there's a lot of
For
potential
Zoe,
here.
yeah.
If they pull out a Book of Boba with this new show, I think it's gonna be a.
Wait.
They
how-
might, if they fuck up Obi-Wan, they actually might lose subscribers.
Yeah.
How
There's a chance.
Disney Plus subscribers?
Yeah,
Look
Because
at
then
that.
people have no
What?
faith in the next stuff.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look
I
what's
think
up.
the
I
next
already have
Mando
no
is
faith.
definitely the last straw. Like, if they fuck that up, then people would super canceling.
Look what's happening with Netflix. You guys hear that today?
No,
Nah.
They're doing really bad. Apparently, like, they've lost like 200,000 subscribers, going on like 2 million.
they're in trouble anyways. They're in
Yeah.
super debt.
They're in deep trouble.
Yeah.
So they're even talking about, I heard today on the radio, advertising. If I'm gonna go fucking watch a commercial on Netflix, I'll cancel
Yeah.
immediately.
Nah, yeah,
Forget
They'll
that
make
shit.
you pay more for.
Haven't they already
commercials.
upped their price twice this year too?
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
everyone's canceling.
Oh, yeah.
They've
And
upped their
Netflix
price.
used to be the king. It's the shitty one now of all of
Yeah,
them.
because you know what that does, that Eddie? Greed.
Well,
Well,
also
they-
they like Disney has its own stuff, and
yeah. HBO
Yeah.
Max.
HBO
yeah.
has all the good stuff.
Yeah,
They
but look
paid
at like
way too
Squid
much.
Game. You know how much money they made
Oh,
off of
Squid Game was great.
Yeah, like they greed. They dipped their fingers into too many things. Oh well.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Those are titles
Yeah.
that were,
Cobra
Oh
Kai.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
Cobra Kai,
Cobra
sweet
Kai.
for the leg.
That was a great purchase, by the way.
I still have to watch the last season.
Same here, man. Same here. Nice.
Well, all the other entities got to smart.
Sensei Kreese.
Like Disney, they were like, "Hey, we can launch our own thing, have the MCU and
Yep. And they
all
took
the
it
Star
all
Wars."
from
And
Netflix.
they took it all, and then HBO was like, "Hey, we can do this HBO Max thing, and we'll
Yeah.
keep all of our series."
Yeah. They were smart.
I think even like the MCU stuff, no one's really been wowed with the shows so far.
I agree. I think people were with the WandaVision just because, like, people were like at home in the beginning. You know what I mean, with COVID and whatnot. But I don't know. What
And I'm
age
hoping-
would
Of course, I always hope things will do well, but who knows?
with Obi-Wan? Would this be Vader or Anakin at this
Vader.
time point?
Vader. It should be a little bit after Revenge of the Sith.
Should be like 5 years after.
Oh, so this is after the fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Luke is a little kid.
wouldn't that not
So
make
this is-
sense?
But
Because
it's
in
before Solo, right?
Yes.
Well, that would make
a
sense.
little bit.
in Empire, he's like, we meet again, old friend, or something like that.
Well,
That's
they
why
might.
everybody's
They
annoyed
might. Yeah,
that
they
they
might
don't
never
want them to
meet.
meet.
In the show, they might never actually see each other.
Oh, but they'll both be in it, but just okay.
They'll meet
a
like
dream.
they'll meet like how Rey and Kylo do.
Oh my
in-
god!
Oh,
If that
fuck.
happens,
I
I'll
didn't even
fucking
think about
roast
that
this
till
show.
you just brought that up.
Oh, 100% is gonna happen, Joe. 100%.
You know what's funny? Like, I'm now turning into you guys to where I'm just like, don't let this happen.
Wait, who's
Star
gonna
Wars
be-
is a
who's
dark
gonna-
path, Cash.
Who's gonna not wear a shirt then?
Good.
What, did he? The fuck?
He's talking about Kylo being.
Kylo never had a
I
shirt.
got it.
remember?
What you're saying? If they show Rey and Kylo in these films,
No,
No.
I'm saying,
No, they're
you
gonna
know
do
how
that
Rey and
Force-
Kylo see each other in visions and they talk to each other?
yeah.
That's how
Force FaceTime.
Obi-Wan and Vader are gonna
Yeah.
converse in the show. I
Without
think.
seeing in person?
Because in Empire,
Yeah, without
he's like,
actually
we meet
meeting,
again.
just
No, they're
just
gonna
like,
meet. And apparently, there's a fight.
If
No,
if
but we don't
if
know if it's
all
real.
they
We don't want them to fight at all.
if all they do is what Kylo and Rey did, I'm
Oh.
gonna start drinking on the show like
I'll
John.
fucking forget about it.
Then how do you do
I want
it
to
then,
fight.
Joe?
I want to see someone like get into this. I want to see a nice fight.
There's
Okay,
gonna
does-
be a fight, but it's gonna. It might
Does
be
the
a
Empire
like,
scene not matter?
They
Then
don't give a shit about those
They're
movies.
gonna give a fuck.
You
Yeah.
have
No,
to
I'm
because
saying they
it's,
don't
it's a
give
line
shit
that he
about that
says.
trilogy. They don't care.
I care.
Well,
They
guys,
want
it's coming.
to. They want to like erase it from the fucking.
Yeah.
Then don't
He's
pay
right, though.
$4.2 billion for it.
Holy.
I agree,
Jesus
Joe.
Oh,
Christ.
damn.
This is
dude.
that
We're at an
energy.
hour, guys. That's it. That's it. That's what happens when we
Agree.
go over.
Good, everything.
Dude,
What does he say?
turn off my
Everything
devices.
is,
Joe's
Going
turning
as
to the
I
dark
feel.
side. That's what they want.
release your anger.
Damn it.
We hit the 61-minute mark. Joe's like, I can finally say what I want. I
We're
don't know.
like what 26 days away. So no more.
Yeah,
a month.
we're close.
A month
We're
and
close.
6 days. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're good.
don't pay all this money if you want to erase it. Just come up with your own damn idea then.
There's one thing we do. You wanna understand? I know there's only 5 of us here, right? 5, yeah. But there's all viewers.
6 in spirit, chasing.
God damn it, John.
Jesus. When the Obi-Wan show comes, if we don't like it, everybody immediately cancel Disney Plus. That's it.
Oh wow.
Done. Send the message.
Well, I still kind of want to watch Mando.
Danny's screwed because he paid for 2 years already, so he's locked
Yeah,
in.
I 3 years.
What?
I think I'm on my last year.
How do you pay for?
I
Never
don't
mind.
understand people
Like,
who like to give companies money ahead of time.
No, they did this thing where like if you pay 3 years in advance, you only pay like 60% of it.
Okay, but we don't know where we're gonna be in 3 years. So you know what I mean? I
Oh,
pay
this
my
is,
like
this
my
is
fo-
John on POs. Danny,
Oh,
you
no.
PO Disney Plus.
I know. I'm giving them their, giving them, what is it? I'm giving them the money, without getting any interest. Interest free.
oh my god, dude. Look, I'm just saying. I just want a good show, and now that I can
Of
like kind of
course.
like
That's all
relate
we
to a
all
little bit of stuff, like I just don't want them to mess that up because it would just make me kind of question what Vader said to Obi-Wan. Is all. That's all I'm saying.
So
But I do
most-
want a good show.
the most important question before we go. You made it to the end.
Yeah.
How do you feel throughout this experience? You gotta do the entail of this. How was
I
it?
have another question on top of that.
Well, Danny, this is. Fuck.
He's technically not at the end yet. He's got Clone Wars.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean.
there's-
Like, you
The
know what I
end that
mean.
matters.
Yeah.
Joe,
yeah,
I
of
will
course.
fucking.
There's still a lot more. You know, like when we come on May the 4th, we're definitely gonna put together a good show and.
Only gonna come if it's good. But yeah.
Wow.
Oh
That's what
wow.
she said.
Jeez. Put my brass shield.
All right, 63-minute mark. Yeah, so I'll definitely go into more depth there. 'Cause I'm gonna put together like a really good show.
Okay,
but
so you want to
overall,
talk
man,
about it there? All right.
No, like just briefly.
Oh, that's fine.
Or should I say my question for that show then?
Yep, save it.
Nah, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. I'm happy overall. I'm happy, and I don't feel like looking back on it like I wasted any time. I'll say that. I don't feel like any time was wasted in a grand collective. I definitely wish I could take back my couple of hours on last week's movie, but overall as a collective, it's pretty good, man. Jesus Christ, 40 Star Wars novels? Fuck.
Jesus,
What's your question, Danny?
We'll be here for 40 years.
Okay. Now that you've watched, I guess, most of the most of the movies, or
Mhm.
all the movies, which Star Wars piece stands out to you now that you've watched everything?
Oh, that's a good question.
I would save that for the next show. That's
What?
that's a good question. It's a May the 4th question. It's
Okay,
perfect.
I'll answer it now and then, but just specifically on this set of trilogies, hands down Rey. Just
Hands
because of the pose.
Wait,
Were you
the
talking
one
about
right
this
here?
trilogy or all of
thumbnail?
them together?
Well,
Yeah, I'm
I
just
meant
this
all
just
of them.
trilogy.
He meant all of them.
He's giving a teaser answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Giving
save that
that
for
sequel.
then. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah, just for this sequel or trilogy, whatever. Like Rey.
Save your money.
Cash, put it
Yeah,
in your notes
exactly.
just in case they forget.
Save your money. Thank you, Joe. I agree with you.
I give this movie a 1.
Oh, we're
wow.
doing
Oh,
the
we didn't even
numbers.
grade. That's right.
Oh yeah, we didn't grade. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give it a 3.
Wow.
Oh, you guys Really?
You guys
Like,
are harsh.
I'm just pissed.
what did
Sorry.
I give? Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
think I
well-
have to give it a 6. Just there's some cool action and fight scenes and space
How
battles
dare
with the
you.
cruisers.
Force.
So I'll give it
How
a 6 for that.
dare you, Danny?
Just for certain stuff. But majority, I think, is a shit show.
Okay. What about you, Eddie?
Like a 2 or a 3.
Oh wow.
So
I'm gonna give it a solid 5. I wasn't wowed. It was obviously better than the second one to me, but not as good as the first one. I this set of trilogy. I really like being able to see the Force more on screen than anything. I think that's the one thing that kind of kept like the kid in me entertained, was that in the saber battles, and like I thought that part was cool. And the acrobatics that she did, it almost kind of reminded me of freaking of Master Yoda, man. How you saw it jumping around and shit. So,
Yeah.
so a solid 5, man. It was like I said, for me, I would have loved to combine movie 1 and movie 3 together, and then like toss out the second one all together, and I'm good for the
That's a
trilogy.
good point.
So yeah, man, cool. And before we go, have we decided if we're gonna take next week as a bye week and come back a week after, or are we gonna actually like watch a flick next week?
I'm good with a bye week.
I think we should bye week it.
Bye week it?
Come back on the 4th.
What am I supposed to do on my Wednesday night now? Twiddle
know
my
what to do.
thumbs?
You know what to
Wait,
do.
we can still meet up, just us.
Okay, yeah, bye week's good.
How dare you?
I mean, if you still wanted to watch that movie, Danny, I'm down. It's really up to you
Unless
guys, man.
you want to do Spaceballs, then I'm
No,
in. Ah,
I'm in for whatever. I can use a break, or I'll watch.
bye week.
Wait, the Spaceballs have anything to do with Star Wars? Like seriously?
It's a
It's a
spoof.
parody.
It's just a parody.
It's like Scary
Scary
Movie.
Star Wars parody.
You know, Scary
Yeah.
Movie, except less dirty.
Oh, it has
Oh, it's pretty dirty though.
Dark
Is it?
Helmet.
I
in
never
it?
watched it, to be honest.
Yeah, Spaceballs is dirty. It's Mel Brooks.
Rick Moranis.
Dude, he's
Oh,
Darth
wow.
Helmet.
It's got John.
Yeah, I
Candy,
didn't know
dude.
he was in it.
It's got
Honey,
John
I Shrunk the
Candy.
Kids.
It's got what's his name?
John Candy, yeah. He plays Barf.
Lone Star. What's his name?
Barf is like
Bill Pullman?
Chewy. Cash.
Yeah. Oh my god, wow. Okay, this is crazy.
All right, so you and Eddie are doing a show next week.
I'm down. I'm fucking down, dude. I like Spaceballs a lot. I thought it was funny as a kid.
The only
If
thing
I
is,
can-
where can we watch it though? That's the thing.
Seg show.
Why is there a
On-
picture
on
of
his
Rick
channel.
Moranis and Ryan Reynolds together?
oh wow.
Nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere.
Yeah,
All right.
Amazon.
Damn.
No,
I
yeah,
guess it's a
nowhere.
bye week. It is.
Yeah. Well, so we may or may not be back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, or if we are back, we will for sure be back May the 4th, and that time will be a little bit different because I expect to have a slightly longer show and try to make it interesting for you guys. You guys have a good one. It's been real. I appreciate everybody for staying with me through movie 1 to now and Boba. So, any last words, gentlemen?
Sorry it had to end like this.
You are the chosen.
May the force be with you.
Oh, you
May the force
bastard.
be with you.
And
And
also
with
with you. I feel like I'm in church
Fuck
every
you,
time
bro.
I hear that.
And also with you.
Hey,
still alive?
Babu Freak.
Hey, we still live?
Hey, Jason.
Órale, madre.
Hour 2, guys. Hour 2. Let's...
Triangle.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna restart the show over. Chase, what's your rating of this?
My rating for this movie
Yeah,
is
let's get his rating.
is a whopping 3.
Wow.
Yep.
Better than
Wow. Okay.
Better than
All right.
Joe.
Better than
Joe.
Joe.
That's shocking.
It is the worst Star Wars movie ever created.
I think the worst movie
That's
ever.
why I gave it a 1.
Nice.
Oh wow. Oh man. So quick question for you, Chase, before we get out of here, man. With Obi-Wan TV show coming out in about a month or so, we had a little debate about with Vader and Obi-Wan meeting in this show. Are they actually gonna physically meet Do you think, or no? Because in Empire, he says, "Hey, this is we meet again, old friend," or something like I can't remember the exact words, but like it's our first time meeting, basically. Like, so what are you thinking?
Wait, that was New Hope.
E-
Oh, fucking Christ, Danny.
Yeah, they're gonna come face to face.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Joe, do you hate Mel Brooks or just Spaceballs?
I couldn't tell you a single Mel Brooks movie. No idea.
Jesus.
So it's definitely not him.
Just Spaceballs. All right, cool, man. Cool.
If we were gonna
Well.
watch a spoof, go with Family Guy.
Family Guy spoof.
Yep.
How long ago was that? Like 5 years or so, maybe.
More,
Probably
way
about.
more.
They did one. It's 3 1-hour episodes for the original
Wow.
trilogy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. We'll figure something out, guys. No worries. Well, no worries. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and put a end to it here, and you guys have a good one. And hey, may the force be with you, man.